It's a mind-boggling view, isn't it, Stuart?
It's just, I can't even stand near the edge. That's just
takes your breath away.
And today we are in Olden in Norway, and we don't have anything planned or anything formal planned, no excursions planned. So what we tend to do is walk outside and survey the landscape and see if we can see a high point on a hill that we can walk up to. Okay, so it is 20 past 10 in the morning. We're off the ship in Olden. We've got 7 hours because it's all aboard at 5:30 p.m. We've had a honking great breakfast, so we don't think we're going to need lunch.
Yeah.
And we can see the objective. It's on the top of a mountain up there. Whether we get there or not, we'll find out. Across the road, but right on the top of that cliff up there is the top of the Loen Skylift, and there's a restaurant, but you can walk up there. So we think it's about an hour's walk to the town itself, the base, and then I reckon another 45 minutes to an hour to get up the hill. And I've come across a little troll house on the way. Very cute. Okay, so there's, I think it's Linden is the town, and you can see a little pathway up beside it, but it's a mighty climb to the top. We'll see if we've got the energy. It's been a nice walk so far, but we have had to walk along the side of the road. The pathway ran out, so probably not recommended really. Okay, so we've made it to Loen. I don't think it's taken, I can't quite see, but it's probably taken 45 minutes walking. Possible, but not recommended, I would say. You do spend quite a bit of time walking on the edge of the road, so traffic has to sort of go out and around you.
I have to say, the Norwegian drivers are very respectful of hikers.
Yes, no one had a problem with this.
Yeah.
It is curious that it appears that of the 2,900 passengers on the Queen Anne, nobody else chose to do what we did, which is walk.
The track looks ferociously steep.
The track looks goat access only. Mountain goat access only from here.
Literally.
But anyway, we'll see what we can see. Okay, we're getting on the gondola.
Wow, look at those Mr. James.
My ears.
Too crazy for words.
So here we are, arriving at the viewing platform. Oh. And there you have it. So is that's the glacier over there. So it turns out that the hiking trail is actually a rock climbing trail. And so we thought we'd get the gondola up. It was 90 Australian dollars each, so about 600 krona for a return trip. And then once you're up here, there are a whole lot of hiking trails to different viewpoints. But I have to say, it's worth $90. The view is just amazing. It's a mind-boggling view, isn't it, Stuart?
It's just, I can't even stand near the edge. That's just
takes your breath away.
Oh.
Continuing to climb ever higher. So we seem to be at the top of the mountain. We're at Skledfellet, 1155 meters above sea level, I think that means. So 1.1 kilometers above sea level. It's only with a flat top you can't quite see down into the valleys, but what you can see from up here is that you've got a valley either side of us. Maybe if I walk towards the edge, the fjord will reveal itself. Oh, and now you can see the Queen Anne, like a little toy ship down there. Teensy weensy little ship. And yet another viewing point we've made it to, where we can look back and see the previous viewing points we were at. The people silhouetted against the mountains on the trail really give a sense of scale. Okay, so now having descended the Skylift, we've now found that we can board the shuttle bus back to Olden, which is marvellous. It's marvellous. It means we'll get back in 5 minutes instead of a 1 hour walk along the road. But having done the walk, I think it's good that we've experienced both. It's good to know that your Skylift ticket will get you on the little shuttle bus as well. There she is, the Queen Anne in port in Olden, Norway. So we've done a quick walk down to the village of Olden, largely tourist-oriented merchandise, which is fair enough. It's a bit after 2 p.m. and we're heading back to the ship. Well, it's actually closing on 3 p.m, so we're heading back to the ship. Probably to get some afternoon tea, since we haven't had any lunch. Back to the enormous ship. Cunard do the little ice water stand when you return to the ship. Quite a nice touch. And we are leaving Olden. Beautiful sunny afternoon. Now the captain's come on the speaker system and told us that our stop tomorrow is cancelled because of bad weather. Hard to believe looking at the sky now, but apparently the weather's going to close in tonight. And it will be too dangerous to go through the approach to Haugesund, which was to be our next port, and I believe we're going to go into another fjord and seek shelter for the day. That evening we attended a performance of Noir in the Bright Light Society before heading to a late dinner at the Britannia Club. So here we are in the Britannia Club. Here we go. Thank you. Yeah, it's a very interesting rock formation. Okay, so this is tonight's menu. And we're actually going to go for one of the always available mains. We're going to go for the roasted rack of Dorset lamb. Well, it appears our entrees have arrived, and I have ordered the jumbo shrimp cocktail. Now, to be honest, I was expecting, when I saw the words jumbo shrimp, I was expecting jumbo shrimp. And Stuart's got trout, haven't you, Stuart?
I do. Looks actually. Yeah. Let us watch James eat his jumbo shrimp cocktail.
Yes, I'll do a bit of this. But I see. You know, there are whole shrimp in there. All right, so I stand corrected.
Would you say they constitute jumbo shrimp?
I don't know if I'd call it a jumbo shrimp. It's a small prawn. Maybe it's a jumbo shrimp. So this is the seafood. No, that was the shellfish bisque. Correct. Shellfish bisque with cognac, I think, and that is is that beetroot and apple salad?
It's a beetroot and apple salad, but the beetroot is clearly not red.
Not a red beet, it's a different
yellow
sort of beetroot.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the always available rack of lamb, which technically you're supposed to order at lunchtime, but we forgot, and so they said, we can get it for you anyway. So, beautiful rack of lamb with a gravy and a mint sauce and dauphinoise potato, a spear of asparagus, some Brussels sprouts, which I don't care for, but it looks lovely.
It looks magnificent.
And as we finish our rack of lamb at about 9 p.m. We are leaving the fjord and going into the ocean. Amazing cliffs over there. Spectacular. So that's a Jaffa meringue cake with a tiny little bit of raspberry sauce or something on the side. And Stuart's got the standard deep dish apple pie with some ice cream. After dinner, we stopped in the Queen's room where the entertainment team were doing a Fleetwood Mac show. It was very hard to get a seat. Incredible, isn't it?
I love the kind of washed out blues and purples.
Okay, Stuart. So, end of day 5. It's 10 p.m. We've had a spectacular dinner.
So 10 p.m. and it's still light.
It's very light.
It's
spectacular dinner in the Britannia Club. What did you have?
Well, I had for mains. It was the rack of lamb,
yes,
which was just
amazing. Yes.
And then I had the deep dish apple pie.
You did. What did you have for a starter? I can't remember.
Oh, I had
the trout.
The trout, yeah.
Yeah.
And salad.
Yeah. And I had the jumbo shrimp cocktail, which I didn't think lived up to the name, jumbo shrimp, but who am I to judge? And then I had the shellfish bisque, which was actually lovely, really nice. So I think I'm very happy with the food on this cruise.
Yes, really good.
Yeah. But now we're going to go for a promenade around the Promenade Deck. Closed. That's no good. Oh well, let's get a shot of the wake view, steaming down the coast of Norway. It's day 6 of our 7-day cruise of the Norwegian fjords. Now today we were supposed to stop at a port. How's it pronounced? Haugesund? Or started with H anyway. So our port today was cancelled on account of apparently appalling weather, which was going to prohibit us from docking safely. Now, it's a little puzzling because it's now 9 a.m. and this is the beautiful scene we're confronted with of very calm seas, lovely sunny day, and just actually a beautiful coastal view. So we're just slowly steaming down the coast of Norway rather than going to that port. And the captain said last night that we'd be essentially taking shelter in a particular ford whilst the weather raged around us. But, well, that's weather forecast for you, I guess. They're not always correct. So we've had a lovely morning so far. We went to the Britannia Club for breakfast. What did you have, eggs?
Yes. Avocado on toast with poached eggs.
He had avocado on toast.
And mushrooms.
Ooh, gee, that sounds good. Yeah. I had a slight panic because when we disembark, we want to get to St Pancras because we're catching the Eurostar, and I was expecting them to put a form on the bed one night where you could select your disembarkation option, but that doesn't happen anymore apparently. And so all we saw on the bed was some luggage tags telling us that we were disembarking at 10 a.m, which I knew was going to be far too late. So apparently those disembarkation transfers are now sold via the shore excursions desk, and they're not advertised, or you're not asked to make a selection. So I went down to the shore excursions desk as soon as it opened this morning, and there were 4 seats left. 4 seats left on the bus to St Pancras, so we took 2 of the last 4 seats.
Which means there'll be some unhappy campers.
I suspect I'm not the only one who was waiting for the disembarkation option sheet to arrive. I know it's happened on previous cruises we've done, but not this one apparently. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong.
Bottom line, got to be on the ball.
Be on the ball. Don't assume anything. Don't assume. that things will be taken care of for you. So today we've got a sea day instead of a port day. At least it's scenic cruising. We'll be able to see the coast as we sort of saunter by. But rather than going and exploring a bit more of Norway, we'll have a day on board.
It looks magnificent out here.
It
All
does
these
look
channels
magnificent.
and islands.
It's actually
Just
very
just
peaceful.
superb.
So we thought we'd start with a bit of lounging around at the pavilion. Oh, and then there's a lecture at 11 a.m, remember?
Oh, yes, we can't forget that.
I can't forget the lecture at 11 a.m. on Norway and war.
Norway in the Second World War.
Two of your favourite subjects.
They're great.
Yeah, there's a lecture at 10 a.m. on geology and wine, how rocks contribute to wine varietals like
I wonder if
Chablis.
there'll be a wine tasting just to
I
change.
wonder, but I don't think so. That would involve giving out more free alcohol. And I suspect. We're getting free alcohol tonight, though, for those who want it, at the Captain's Cocktail Party for Gold members and above, of which there's probably about 2,400 on this ship, I imagine. So that'll be a hard-fought glass of cheap Prosecco.
Not for me. I've been abstemious for nearly 2 years.
Yes, you haven't had a drink for 2 years. Not because you have a problem with
No.
alcohol. It's all to do with his feet, actually.
It's just health, anyway.
Yeah, it's to do with the having less painful feet. He's going to give up alcohol. Anyway, it's a Captain's Cocktail Party tonight. It's also a formal night again tonight. So we're looking forward to that. Oh yeah, roof's open, so we'll go up these stairs. Like Fergus. I might see if I can get that chair. There we go. This is Corinthia Cafe, which looks really nice, except you have to pay for any beverages here, unless you're on a package. Pretty busy today, being a scenic cruising day.
And also trying to find photograph installation.
Okay, so it appears we're heading up that fjord. We've gone up the fjord and then we've turned around and we've come back again. So just a day of scenic cruising. Quite a good interactive map, this. Okay, so for lunch today, we're going to try this grill. It's included in the fare. We've ordered 2 pavilion burgers and they've given me a little customer call button so I can wait. I'm just going to loiter around though. It's very busy in here. They've got the roof shut now on the pavilion. We've got a gelateria. Okay, so this is the pavilion burger. Stuart is balancing his pavilion burger on his knee. Well, it looks like we're heading into a bit of rain now. On day 6 of our Norwegian Fjords cruise. It's a magnificent landscape. It's just a very relaxing way to spend a day, really. We're disappointed we can't go ashore, but it's not such a bad way to spend the day. There we go, shot of you.
There we go. Levelised.
Cufflinks, and they are
There's my cufflinks there, Murano glass from Venice.
Murano glass. I'll show you my cufflinks.
What have you got, James?
I've got all ship propellers,
Ah, very nice.
which I actually bought with the last of our onboard credit on our last Oceania cruise.
You got rid of the skull and crossbones.
I got rid of the skull and crossbones, yes. Okay, so a few interesting ones there. Slow cooked pork belly with baby shrimps, sweet corn chowder, and then of the entrees, the beef Wellington is the Gala Night special, I think, or the duck. And then the desserts. Oh, it's 1975 all over again. It's baked Alaska.
Yes, that's. I was going to be having the baked Alaska.
Ah. Oh, but there is
Well, the
dark chocolate mousse.
is a serious contender.
Or prune and armagnac sticky toffee pudding. Maybe So there we have the North Sea. I suspect that's even quite a mild night for the North Sea. I'm sure the North Sea can do much worse than that. But it's suitably grey.
James, this does verify the fact that the other night you did have the jumbo shrimp.
I did, because these ones are tiny. Tiny shrimp. So this is the shrimp and the pork belly. So this is the beef Wellington. Mine is medium rare with some horseradish and mustard. Stuart's got the same dish, so I won't.
I need to show it.
No, except his is medium as opposed to medium rare. There we go. Chocolate mousse for Stuart.
Yeah, so I think these are bits of mango, and that would be probably a mango puree.
Lovely. So I'm having the flambe done again, and because we have a sprinkler above us in the roof, they can't flambe tableside, so they're doing it on the other side of the restaurant.
Sorry.
Working on my flambe cherry. Yes, I'm just waiting. I want to get the moment on my camera. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Flambe. So baked Alaska with flambe cherry. So we've been getting different petit fours every night, but I forget to take a photo. They're eaten before I can get to take a photo. The Cunard World Club Party was held in the pavilion. You got to shake the hand of a senior crew member and were given a glass of sparkling wine. They made an award to the most travelled passenger, who was a lady called Doreen, who had over 700 days aboard Cunard ships.
Meat, so to speak, and it's your loyalty as well that gave us that desire to build the fourth ship in the fleet.
After the World Club Party, Stuart retired, but I headed up to the Commodore Club to listen to the piano player and enjoy an evening cocktail. So this is a Cunard Spritz. In our next video, we'll be disembarking the Queen Anne and taking a transfer to St Pancras to catch the Eurostar to Paris.